Motherhood and poverty are both difficult challenges to overcome, and a hurricane devastating your hometown does not make it any easier. This is exactly what happens to the Batiste family as a hurricane tragically rampages through their home state of Mississippi. Jessamine Ward's Salvage the Bones follows the family through these hard times in the town of Bois Sauvage, a fictional setting written to show what it was like for families living through the real 2005 Hurricane Katrina. Ward takes us through the 12 days leading up to the hurricane, its arrival, and the aftermath.
I choose to set my fiction in the place that I'm from because I feel like the people that I grew up with, my family and the people in my community, and people that live in places like I live, like small rural towns, specifically in the South, hasn't been represented in popular culture, or I haven't seen it in popular culture, and uh, and I feel like there are stories to tell that they need to be told, and that people need to sort of be aware that this is what life is like for a lot of people.
Every day, we see the challenges the Batiste family has to prepare themselves for the tropical storm. Throughout all their struggles, they manage to work together in creating a family dynamic stable enough to overcome their hardships with the help of their natural surroundings. The family calls their land the pit. It's where the kids grew up and where they spend a lot of time. It can be described as, quote, never clean, and, quote, it was full of empty cars with their hoods open and engines stripped and the bodies sitting there like picked over animal bones. Each family member takes a role in creating stability within their dynamic. Skeeta looks for financial opportunities to provide for his family by raising his dog's puppies, which he plans on selling. Esh, the only woman in the family, cooks as a contribution. She frequently forages or salvages to get by. Quote, it is work, and I have to pull myself back and concentrate to find anything to eat. Randall is the older brother overseeing his siblings' actions while being the voice of reason. His poverty status limits his ability to reach his potential as an athlete. Junior, the youngest of the bunch, wants to be seen by his family, but his family's challenging circumstances have made life difficult for him, and he is often set aside for many of the familial discussions. Esh, being the only black girl in a pool of men, tries to navigate the world with no motherly or even womanly influence. She often reads about Medea and the quest for the golden fleece. She identifies with Medea, saying, quote, here is someone that I recognize. I can see her, I know her. Medea can not only be seen in Esh, but in other ways can be seen in China and the hurricane as well. The family's place and position in the rural South hinders their ability to advance in life as they're often struggling to survive. There is a racial divide between the white and black people in the town. The former focuses on preparing, and the latter is forced to survive and recover. Their place as a low income black family impacted their ability to survive. They weren't able to evacuate like their neighbors, and their lack of resources resulted in the family essentially being stuck where they are to fend for themselves. Quote, no one is coming.
Thank you for reading and watching.